and welcome to the Crow's Nest, where we sit high atop this rocking ship, but we've got the greatest of views. And let me tell you something, we got a great view today. I'll tell you, hope springs eternal on this day, opening day of Major League Baseball. Every team out there, doesn't matter whether you're a cellar dweller or the top of the division, a World Series contending team or a team just on the rise. Everyone thinks they've got a shot at that World Series title, game number one. And the case is no different for our Seattle Mariner Ball Club. They have slowly, patiently been building this ball club up from the ground up with prospects. No shortcuts on aging veterans, aging free agents that are going to cost a lot of bank. No, we're not playing that anymore. We're going to do this right. We're going to do this slowly. And there's been a lot of pain suffered in bad baseball as we've had to wait this process out, but now the fruits are starting to come up to the squad. We're now getting some of these young players starting to round out this major league team, and they're going to be exciting to watch. And it was within this optimism today that this Mariner team was able to get themselves a win right out the gate. A beautiful win at that. They told us last year, this Mariner team is going to have a regression to the mean. There's no way they can continue to operate within this negative run differential and still go out there and hammer out the victories. Because indeed, last year, Seattle getting the 90 wins like they did, that had only been accomplished 4 times in Major League Baseball history. And of those 4 teams that had happened with prior before, none had done it with a negative 30 run differential. They were truly in waters never been looked at. Not even Magellan had gone that far. And so again, we get to this game here today, and what happens? Is there a regression to the mean? Do they finally see their luck run out? No. Indeed, they again continue to fit to the blueprint type of how they won last year. Come out offensively, do just enough. Lean on the starting pitching. Lean back then on the bullpen to close things up and field pretty well, pretty solidly all the way through. And that was a nice victory for our Mariners and perfectly fine blueprint for me. If it gets you to 95 wins, gets you to 96 wins, gets you to World Series title, who cares about run differential? And maybe the right regression to the mean will kick in at some point, but there were some other good parameters in this game to get excited about. For though the Mariners were only able to put up the 2 runs on the board on the back of Mitch Haniger knocking his 2-run home run out early, they were able to get guys on the base paths. And what's nice to see from my perspective on this is them drawing walks, them being patient at the plate. There have been young teams that have come through the Mariners organization recently that have had a really big problem with just wanting to constantly swing at everything through the zone. This team waited. This team remained patient. And though they ended up leaving now 21 batters on base and none of the young hitters really got much going today, you still got to give them credit for at least having a good, solid approach that they can maybe push forward as we go into the future of this season. The guy of the moment we got to talk about, of course, is Robbie Ray, the Cy Young Award winner from last year, coming from Toronto as a free agent. He was absolutely nails in this game. I was watching the sort of the pitch tracker that they have online that you can see pinpoint where the pitches were going, and he stayed completely out of the middle of the plate. Everything was to the edges, high, low, to the edges, nothing in the center of the plate. When you watched him as well, he had a lot of late breaking explosion on his ball when he would throw it, which just it stood out to me, and it was really hard for the hitters to barrel it up. Everything was getting up and on their hands sometimes, especially on those right-handed hitters. They just couldn't do much with them, which hey, if you know he's already going to dominate being a lefty coming from the left side. Now he's also going to be a tough on those right-handed hitters, and I think he's going to fit really well with his repertoire once he gets at home in that ballpark, which is, of course, as we know, very advantageous to pitchers. The bullpen came in, was lights out. Our back 2 guys at the back end of the club, Seawald, Steckenrider came in. Obviously, Steckenrider made it a little interesting there, but got the door closed shut. An opening day victory, which is a beautiful thing to see. Let's see if these guys can now carry this forward here and just keep some momentum going right out the gate. Let's do a bell to bell first place. How's it sound to you guys? Bell to bell sound okay? A la a little 2001? Could we go for that? Could we go for a little bit of that type of Mariner season? I know I sure could. So let's see what these guys can do tomorrow. Great opening game. Congratulations, Mariners. Congratulations to Julio Rodriguez, who played his first game of his career. A couple of strikeouts there. Going to have to learn on some of these guys. I'll tell you, it's tough when they're coming out of the pen, those relievers with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball that's got late-breaking movement on it as well. Tough to deal with, isn't it? But he'll learn his way. He'll find his way through, and he's going to be a fun player to watch as we go forward. Please like and subscribe if you haven't liked this content. Other than that, let's go Mariners.